and welcome back to Call of the Netherdeep, hosted by Fool's Moon Entertainment Incorporated. We play here on Twitch every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time because we are bound by an ancient curse. We are taking on the newest adventure module for Dungeons & Dragons set in the realm of Exandria, the setting created by Matthew Mercer and all of the great folks over at Critical Role. Fans of that show will recognize some people, places, and things, but knowledge of years and years of another live play stream is not necessary, or even desired. Let me craft your memories. Today's episode is brought to you by the letters D and M, the number 8, and viewers like you. So throughout the game, you can redeem your croissants to interact with us in various ways, such as reminding us to hydrate or posture check, or to bestow rerolls to our intrepid adventurers. And exclusive to this game, as the party adventures through Exandria, they will cross paths with a rival adventuring party who are trying to complete the same quest. Inscribe their names into history as heroes. A request from the audience to show us the other side will give viewers a peek into what these rivals are up to, their interactions and trials and tribulations that they face as they race to the finish line as well. Now, it's been a hot minute since we last played. So, last we had left off, the party had reconvened in the final chamber of the Emerald Grotto. They had come face to face with a massive shark, a spear in its side, and a glittering jewel fastened around its neck. The party fought valiantly, and when the rivals emerged as well, things took a turn in a direction. Button launched an attack at their fellow goblin Dermot, reasoning that if they took out the healer, that the subsequent fight over the jewel would be easier. All the action seems to have done, really, though, is riled up the rivals, who, after helping to kill the shark, then turned their blades on the party. A rousing speech from Tequila about the importance of healthy competition and giving it your all unrestricted by fear of hard feelings later seemed to sway a few members of the rival party, most importantly Ayo, the blue-skinned water genasi, who seems to be leading this other group of rabble-rousers. However, while on the way back to the mouth of the cave, the shimmering golden light, shining in from the southern end of this cavern, drew Tequila's attention. That is where we pick up. So, Tequila, to your left, at the southern end of the cavern, there is a shimmering golden light.
I still am all in black. Is my vision impaired?
Let me see if your token's vision has been compromised.
Because I would love to go towards there if there seems to be something to go towards.
Let me see here.
But I cannot. Currently, I see nothing.
Still unable to see?
Let me refresh.
Give that a try.
All black.
Still all black. That is really weird. And you were able to see previously, right?
Oh, nope. I got it now. I have to...
You got it?
Pan.
Ah.
It was not showing, and now it's showing. Okay, yes.
Excellent. So, to the southern end, kind of behind Liliath, giving her a calming golden glow, in spite of the fact that she is, in fact, pointing a gun at you. You see the shimmering golden light behind her.
Cool. I'm gonna point, like, over her head, be like, hey, do you see that?
She's not taking her sights off you.
No response, just continued sus.
Just continued sus.
If there's like utter if Claire heard what the Goliath said, she'll go check it out. She's like, what are you talking about?
There's a big old light. There's light coming through it. Like, first it was dark, and now there's light. That's light.
I will go check it out since you have a situation going on. And she will
gonna try to mitigate this a little bit here.
Yeah. Just walk around the gun that's being pointed in that direction and go check out this for
So,
the kilo.
yep, in front of you, you can see that there is this little cramped tunnel. It seems to be made out of loose stones that, if you sat and started to dig at it, would start to collapse away.
Like the tunnel would collapse, or like it would kind of just make it bigger?
It would kind of collapse outward and be easier to pass through.
Okay, well, she'll, I guess, start digging at it then.
All right. Is anyone going to join her?
I am.
I will.
All right. Go ahead and swim on over.
I'm just sitting in the mouth of the cave right now
it's a rival
because
party
I
with
am
them.
worried that the enemy party is going to try to kill me.
Who
Also,
did, though?
all right, we have got a reroll on the table for whoever needs it. So everybody keep that one in mind. There's a reroll on the table, and we do have, I believe, one reroll that was banked from last week for Clara, correct?
I do believe so. I do have it in my notes here.
All right, everybody's just kind of saving up those rerolls that campaign-specific inspo.
Hey, sometimes you need those rerolls in not once. Just
So
So-
go ahead.
As you guys start digging to widen this tunnel a little bit.
Lilieth is trying to say something. She keeps getting cut off.
Yes.
Can you all hear me?
I'm sorry?
Yes,
I can hear
ma'am.
you, Anna.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes,
Hey,
I can hear you.
me?
You are a little
Yes.
garbled on my end.
I can't do anything for that.
You're cutting in and out, but I can hear you.
Oh.
Hello?
And we lost Tabby.
Oh no!
Might just be doing a reset. I'm afraid to approach.
There she is. Hi, Tabby. Welcome back.
Hello.
Katie, can you hear me?
Yeah. Your
There we
video looks better too.
Coming back in on my end as well.
Can you hear us?
Oh, okay, there she goes.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you
Katie,
fine.
can you hear me?
Oh!
Ooh.
Wow!
Hey.
So yeah, everybody gets a reroll. So Clara, you've got two. You banked those up. You're like a little mini divination wizard right now.
No, everyone
You
but one of
can't
wait,
even
no,
tell.
it is everyone. Yeah.
You don't even.
DM
But
doesn't need rerolls.
yeah, DM doesn't. You don't need anything.
I don't need any extra help in ruining you guys' days.
Tabby is asking if you can hear her personally. Oh.
Wow. Thank you very, very much, Vincent Shadow Friend. Helping make sure that everybody survives this round.
They want to know if the rival party did anything when I swam on by her.
So at the moment, they're just kind of watching you. You were not the initial aggressor. Dermot is still just like watching Button very, very carefully, making sure that he's not about to get backstabbed by a fellow goblin.
And I think
honestly,
Buttons just looks like swimming in place, looking ashamed. Like I'm sorry.
I mean, you made a decision. It was Perhaps not the best, but also not the worst. There were worse decisions you could have made. But Ao, who did seem to be at least somewhat swayed by your speech previously, Tequila, does kind of follow over as Clara moves and Thorid and the others who were kind of set to leave move.
Do I have any like proficiency with the stone since I'm a stone giant?
I would think that you would just find it easier to shift because of your strong build, and you can carry twice as much as others can, so you would just find shifting the stones to be much easier and less tiring than everybody else.
Okay.
However, since you're also underwater,
That just means it's like regular.
Kind of. I mean, like everything moves a little bit slower, but also, you know, the extra buoyancy kind of helps in things being shifted around. And these are relatively small, muddy stones, so mostly everybody's just getting really, really messy. And Lilieth, she presumably just swam right on past you, but not looking at you at all, just focusing in instead on that light. I'm assuming that Tequila would give somebody who's pointing a magical gun at her underwater a bit of a wide berth.
Yeah, I swam around her because it's a shiny gun. So I do rugged. They are not superior weapon, but whatever.
You do have, I did put the silver spear that you took out of the shark's side into your inventory. You do have that in hand. But other than that, I mean,
in my inventory, must go play with it. Sorry. Continue.
You have a silvered spear. Biggest thing that it's got is resale value.
I don't care. I want it.
There you go.
But
I fought a shark for it.
Yes, and it's interesting that the shifter has a weapon that deals damage to werewolves. So you carry the tool of your own destruction.
Yes.
But Lilieth swims over to her metal son, trusting, I assume, that everybody who's kind of starting to crowd around this narrow opening has got it handled. So, Tequila, Clara, Thorid, give me athletics checks. Tequila, you can make yours at advantage.
Hey, can you hear me?
What was that, Lilian? I can hear you, but you sound kind of distant and garbled.
Did it twice on
Oh, Tabby's video is connected.
Oh, no.
That was clearer.
I've maxed out my sensitivity. You're gonna hear it.
All right. We will cross that bridge when we come to it. So, with that, Clara, Tequila, you guys are making pretty solid progress widening this out. Thorid, you hollowed out enough space to where you could get through, but you're of a more slender build and you're wearing less armor than Clara. And I mean, Tequila's a Goliath. She's got a much broader frame. So you basically, it's like, okay, I got my way through, kind of worm your way up through. Clara and Tequila are left to clear it out, but they do so with no problem. So, you guys are traveling through a cramped passage.
So, are y'all not gonna attack me? Can I come through?
Irvin kind of gives you a look, puts away daggers in his bandolier.
Okay.
He looks over at Dermot and says, I guess that's gonna be up to Dermot here. I mean, he's the one who got attacked. and he starts to swim away. Gelsariad, the wizard, just kind of gives you a suspicious look. He's ready to retaliate, but not interested in being the first off the mark. Maggie, the ogre, still, just looks fit to be tied that you would attack Dermot, this sweet little jelly bean that she has come to be friends with over a very short period of time. But she waits, she defers to him to see if he's going to choose violence today. Dermot kind of gives you a look. He looks over to see that that two members of his party are kind of looking expectantly at him, and he starts to get nervous. All eyes are on him. He kind of...
I mean, if you don't do it again, then it should be okay. Just, don't do it again.
I won't. I don't have the spoons for it anyway.
I'm not sure that I like that explanation, but okay.
He kind of sticks close to Maggie and Gelsariad, but he turns and allows you to re-enter the cavern.
Just so you know, I assumed you were all gonna be coming in here hot and just attacking us because honestly, the only one I talked to before was your wizard friend, and that person did not seem kind. And the first time I saw Bakila come through, she was really beat up and hurt looking. So I just assumed you were gonna be attacking everybody.
So, Gelsariad kind of just nods, that's a very fair assessment of me. He doesn't have any illusions about who he is. He knows what he's about. Dermot still just looks a little bit scandalized.
I like that.
Dermot still looks a little scandalized that you would assume that he of all people. But he also then kind of glances over his shoulder at Gelsariad, and he's like, yeah, that checks out. So, Thorin, you're squirming your way up through this tunnel, and you can see that it starts to bend upward until it becomes vertical, just this column of golden light radiating down from the upper end of the shaft. Clara, Bakila, Button, you guys see it after as Thorin moves through and into this room.
I'm also gonna squeeze in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you need me to move you, just
Can
let
I
me know,
do a
since I believe you were on your phone.
Can I do a perception check?
You absolutely may.
Hello?
All right, Corvus.
I rolled a nat 1.
You did, for a total of 2.
I'm also following behind. Can I try one?
Hang on. So, Lilieth, it's going to take you 1 minute to fix Corvus. She died again. She broke out.
She disappeared.
She did.
She back.
She's back. She's up.
All right.
System does not like.
I don't hear her yet, so...
I don't hear her either.
I heard her.
But yes, it will take 1 minute.
Okay, there she is.
Yep. Yes, it takes 1 minute to repair him. Steel Defender returns to life after 1 minute with all of its hit points. So it'll take you a little bit of time. Are you going to remain in this cavern repairing Corvus while the others continue ahead?
Well, that's what I was trying to ask. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I don't know why I feel like 5 minutes ago, but how much time did it take for them to go up?
How much does it take to what?
How much time did it take for us to move all of the rock?
I would say that you guys probably spent the better part of a couple minutes moving this rock. So, in that amount of time, Corvus could have been restored.
Mhm.
Then I will go ahead and get him back into fighting shape. Get that X off of him. The light flicker back. He gives a little starting up beep boop.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, 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 beep.
This is out of character question. Would it be okay if I turn my camera off so I can lay my phone down so it can charge?
So,
That's not a.
Because it's at
yeah, tech
57% right
question.
now.
Would that be okay?
Well,
To have
Sorry,
camera
that's for
off?
our producer.
Question for our producer. Would we be able to have camera off to preserve battery and allow for recharge? Alright. And I also see that Vincent Shadowfriend has given us a posture check and reminded us to hydrate. So, everybody, make sure that we get those nice stretches, pop your backs, and stay hydrated.
Yes,
We don't have
he
QR
does.
code, but we do, in fact, have character art.
Yes.
an image.
It is up in the characters channel in the Discord server. Excellent. Not gonna lie, Thorin, you get some pretty sick art.
That
so
works.
it is definitely worth showing off. Since otherwise it's only this little tiny token. But yes, with a 2 perception, you're looking around and the first thing that you notice is that this room is not full of water, it is full of air. That is most
we can't
important
breathe.
thing that you notice.
Then we can't breathe, right?
Oh.
Or we still have the spell on us?
I'm pretty
you guys
sure potion of
We can
water
breathe
breathing.
Yeah, you have a potion of water breathing, so you can breathe water. It doesn't mean that you cannot breathe air.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
What does my 11 passive perception give me?
So, your 11 passive, aside from the fact that you were not underwater, you're able to see that you're now in a cavern that has trees in it. Like, this is an underwater cavern, but there are trees that seem to be growing perfectly happily here. The walls in here are covered in vines with flowers bursting out. And part of the cavern is open to the sky.
Huh.
Okay. I want to move towards this light and check it out.
All right.
That's in the middle right here.
So, in the middle of the cavern, there is a sphere of pale light that is surrounding a crystal pedestal. And inside this sphere of pale light, you can see that there is a golden pendant attached to a fine chain. and you guys can hear.
Can I snag it before any of the other?
Hang on, there are other people in the room. So, Clara,
Sorry.
Tequila, you guys are also in here.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd also like to either check for perception or investigation.
Go for it. Perception if you're looking with your eyes, investigation if you're looking with your hands.
Claire's going to come to the light as well and do a perception just to make sure there isn't it's booby trapped, I guess.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me that perception check.
Ooh, nice. 17.
17?
Uh-oh.
Alright, so having a look around, you don't see any immediately obvious traps. There are no pressure plates. Having a look around, you don't see that there are any, pinholes in the wall behind the ivy where poisonous darts might shoot out of. As far as you can tell, just from this examination, it does not seem to be trapped. And Bakila, was that just a general perception on the room? All right.
Well, I wanted to also look at the trees and everything else, but...
Absolutely. So, the trees in here, though there's only a very small opening to the ceiling, are just as lush and verdant as any tree that you've seen in a grove.
Are there, animals? Is there, birds, or...?
There are no birds down here. It is just trees and plants.
All right.
But
Everyone.
there is a sense of calm in here.
All right, everyone. I have an idea. Since I'm small, why don't I grab these 2 medallions real quick, and then you toss me up to the ceiling, and I'll scurry out of the hole and take the medallions to the person.
Again, this is a choice.
Is that even distance-wise possible? How big is this cavern?
So, this cavern is about, just looking up, Tequila, you estimate that it's maybe 20, 25 feet up to the surface?
Oh yeah, you can throw me that far.
I feel pretty confident that I can throw it that far.
All right.
That one's up to you. I don't know that. I mean, we got to inspect the pedestal and the light, but whatever you guys want to do. We got here first.
Yep. So
We won.
Button
I fought a
and
shark.
Tequila
I don't care.
have got a plan. Button, you can hear with your passive perception the sound of the rivals starting to swim up behind you, as well as the heavy mechanical sounds of Corvus. You know that he's back up.
They're coming
And
behind.
there are others coming up behind you in this tunnel.
Should we do it, or should we just claim victory?
It's now or never.
It's up to you.
Throw her.
All right, I run forward, snatch this medallion, walk back over to Tequila,
Okay.
and I'm like,
I'm going to stop you there.
oh,
So,
okay.
as you reach in to snag this jewel,
Oh no.
Oh
That's
no.
Gonna happen. That's why I wasn't gonna touch it.
the light
I
around the
assumed
pedestal,
too.
the light around the pedestal fades
Uh-oh.
as a spectral figure
Uh-oh.
in the form of a male human rises up from this amulet.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
He is dressed in leather armor and a tattered red cape, and he carries a shield. His face is framed by curly brown hair, and he bears a melancholic expression. He pleads,
Okay.
I am imprisoned. Please, help me. Suddenly, the ground vanishes beneath your feet. And
Uh-oh.
all of you in this chamber.
Well,
All of us?
Just to the 4 of us?
The 4 of you who are in this chamber are falling.
Uh-oh.
Oh gods.
Oh no.
You fall, tumbling through a vortex of golden light. You fall deeper, 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 and suddenly you stop. The golden light subsides, and you find yourself suspended in a pitch black expanse. You can feel water buoying you. Water that you had just left has now surrounded you again, and a vermilion light appears in the distance, illuminating
Pretty.
the melancholy warrior who you just saw. Only now, he is shackled to the ground by disgusting strands of a fleshy, crimson substance. He raises his gaze to the heavens and, sobbing, chokes out, "Moonweaver, I beg of you, guide those with the power to save me to the site where I first prayed to you." He looks around, and his eyes settle on you. "Oh gods, there you are. My name is Elixion. I'm lost in darkness. Long ago, I prayed to the Changebringer in the heart of a temple of evil. I beg you, take my jewel and..." You feel your consciousness leaving you, as if the pressure of the water were crushing the life out of you. Elixion's voice is the last thing you hear as your hearing starts to fade out. Before you pass out, you hear, "Save me, please."
Can you spell Elixir for me?
A-L
Elixion.
is A-L-Y-X-I-A-N.
Elixion. Okay.
And what was the god that you
IAN?
said?
Moonweaver.
There it is.
It was who?
The Moonweaver. Goddess of the moon.
Yep, he cried out to the Moonweaver.
Moon Leader?
Weaver.
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 Like,
Moon Weaver.
like weaving a basket. Weaver.
Also, to the DM, I may need you to move my character around because I had to transfer over to my phone.
That was what I had assumed, and I've been there. I have played in Roll20 on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're like unconscious as of right now.
But
Have me and the rival party made it
Lilia.
into where they are?
Yes. What was that?
Have me and the rival party made it?
You have. You and the rival party emerge into this same chamber. Let me get everyone in here.
Oh my god, she can fit in here?
Indeed, you can. It's like
Wait, is there not like a big home? Or like was that just a whole?
So,
She busted
Lilia,
through a
as
wall.
you and the others come into this room,
Temples are
Yep.
enlarged with it.
as you guys come into this room, you see the pedestal is still there. The golden light has faded, and now there is only silvery moonlight shining in through this hole in the ceiling, landing directly on this pedestal. Around it, you see Clara, Thorid, Button, Tequila, all unconscious on the floor.
Do I see the amulet in Button's hand?
And still sitting on this pedestal is this golden pendant with a fine filigree chain.
Hmm.
What you gonna do?
Okay.
So, like, is my
Then
hand
I don't
still
do that.
on the pendant with me?
No, you're
past
My
that?
bag of holding.
Hang on. What was that, Lilia?
The amulet
Yes, it
is still
is.
on the pedal.
From the way the bodies are splayed, it looks like Button had been reaching out for it, but is now unconscious on the ground with their arm extended. What will you do?
Anyway, I'm going to hand Corvus back to holding, and he's just going to
You gonna scoop someone up?
back over the amulet. The amulet. I'm gonna look at things that I'm holding.
I'm sorry, you cut out. I couldn't hear you. All right. Corvus obediently takes your bag of holding, standing there like a very large coat rack. Inside the bag of holding is currently there's an octopus, and it is also full of water. Because the last time you looked at it, it was underwater.
Okay. That's fixed. Will you at least let me see the map?
All right.
No?
So, tech question there. Can we use Discord for audio? Will that interfere?
I don't know if the audience will be able to hear it.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. In the meantime, though, would we be able to use Discord for audio since the OBS doesn't seem to be wanting to cooperate with Tabby's audio? Keeps cutting out, and it's really difficult to hear her. Yeah, let's take 5-10 to try to get that audio situation sorted so that. Oh.
Let's do a 5 minute.
Yeah, we can take 5 minutes. That is not a problem with me.
Be part of
Just
her
so that
scene.
then we
Just
can be
her
sure that we
scene.
can do everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that can help problems with me.
Indeed. So we'll take a quick 5 minute to get that audio situation sorted so that I can hear all of my precious players.
I want to know what's going to happen, and I want to hear her react to it.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
And she comes
Same.
into a room full of unconscious people.
Yes. Will she touch the jewels? She's having Corvus take it, but I want to know if that works. So.
Yeah,
Indeed.
same.
Don't we all?
Did you pause it?
We'll be back in 5
Okay.
with
What is
some
going on?
audio.
We are paused.
sound way better now.
Yeah. Is this better?
Yes.
Yeah, way
Yeah,
better.
now that I'm away from the microwave.
This is really good.
God, I hope nobody says anything embarrassing while our mics are hot.
Don't.
Somebody
Who
break out
wants
in
to hear about the
song.
time I ate an entire jar of peanut butter?
Yeah, we know.
No, we know. We know that we're live. We also have zero shame.
Gee,
Damn.
our producer
Barely
said that
know
we're live, but
her.
that's impossible.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about. So I guess we can just continue talking about whatever. All right, now here we are. Welcome back, everyone. So, we've got our audio sorted. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Knock, knock, knock. So, Liliath, you have told Corvus to shake some of the water out of the bag of holding and then try to slide this pendant inside. Correct?
Yes, like this hat is the bag. This pendant just. Zoop.
Gotcha.
No direct contact with that pendant.
In the meantime, though, the rest of the rival party coming up and seeing everyone unconscious on the floor, they start, giving everybody a quick once-over. Dermot, very quickly runs over and, kind of panicking, not knowing what has happened since you guys came up here, tries to spare the dying on everybody, but it's like, they're not dying.
Dermot.
I do like Dermot.
Like Dermot. Why did I attack
You
Dermot?
you hit a good guy. You hit a good
He's
guy.
a good guy.
Oh.
But he's like going around. He's like, okay, make sure that none of them choke on their tongues. I guess turn them all other sides. And he's he's trying to keep everybody without really knowing what's going on up and alive. Maggie just goes over to Bakila and just puts her on her side. No words, just silently. Galceriad's kind of observing the scene, and he looks at you, Liliath, as you tell Corvus to kind of shoot the gem into the bag. He says, "A moment. What makes you think you have the rights to that? Huh?
This isn't the amulet that we were all sent here for. That one is on her."
And who do you point to when you say on her?
To my last knowledge, Bakila was the one with the amulet. Correct?
I'm not sure if any of us saw if Bakila put it in her bra. Because she was riding the shark. She was on the shark.
Bakila was,
Yeah,
fighting the shark.
Liliath did actually. So unless you have given it to someone else, she still knows that you.
Yeah, pretty high passive perception on you, right?
On me, no. I made a check and I was also the only one that was observing it. I was the only one with you.
Still, what makes you think that you have the right to this gem, too? He kind of looks over at Ayo and steps forward, kind of leaning against his staff in just this really cocky manner. I have a proposition.
Oh.
You
Proposition.
You take the gem from the shark. We take this as a consolation prize.
Why would you not want the gem from the shark instead?
Well, surely you know you do not get to keep the gem from the shark. You must return it. And in
But there is
exchange, you
gold
you
reward,
get-
yes.
yes, you get fame and fortune, and the bards write songs about you. So this would be something we could keep. As I said, consolation prize. In the meantime, I would like to have Clara, Thorid, Button, and Bakila please roll me Constitution checks.
The Constitution.
Yes.
Constitution checks.
Pretty good.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
That's a nat 20. That's a 22. I'll
Total
take
of
it.
22. Very nice.
No.
And I have a dirty
It's taking a
20.
minute.
All right. 22, dirty 20,
All right, cool. 14.
14. Okay.
Constitution.
I don't
And
have.
Thorid.
Just a check, right? Yeah. Not a saving throw.
Rolled a 10.
Not a save, a check.
Oh,
It'll probably be the same.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
I-
it won't. You're a sorcerer. Sorcerers
yeah,
get
so-
proficiency. So that would be an 8?
Yes.
Yes.
or would that be then if it's
It's next
Oh,
to
okay.
it. It's on the side.
Got you.
Yep.
14.
See?
Okay.
See?
So,
Better.
so you guys start to come around. Clara, you're the first. You hear voices that you recognize kind of start to fade back in. Your eyes are still closed. You can sense that there are people around you. You smell the seawater that has come off of everyone. And you open your eyes and you see Dermot kind of like hovering, trying to figure out. It's like, should I get her legs elevated? I don't know what to do. Ayo is kind of just like standing just behind you, observing the scene, watching as Galceriad tries to negotiate something. You're not entirely aware of what's going on, but you hear that smug bastard talking.
Of course. She starts to wake up. If Dormant's like at her feet, she'll like try to prop herself up, like trying to get her feet, I guess, out of his hands. Like, I'm awake.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Are you
And
did you hit your head?
no, it was the and she's probably still out of it, so she kind of just starts pointing at the where the light was. Yeah, because she didn't really see. No, she did. She checked. So she just kind of point. She was like, "It was the pendant," and that's when she starts waking up. She's like, "I hope nobody touched it. Don't touch it." But that's what she's gonna start looking around for, like, to make sure that like the pendant wasn't touched by anybody else, because she doesn't want to deal with that bullshit again. It was way too real for her.
So,
Relax, Clara. The pendant's taken care of.
Good. That's
Tequila, you start to sit up as well. Button, you just like pop straight back up.
Okay.
Irvin,
There is a
Irvin is right
person
next to you.
trapped.
He jumps a little bit as you just like pop back up to consciousness.
There is
The
a
room is now
person
full of
trapped.
people.
They had the Moonweaver send that amulet here for people strong enough to save that person, and the Moonweaver chose the four of us. So we need this.
oh my god. Claire's eyes are like so big.
You just put all of this out there.
She's like, why? Why would you just give? She doesn't say this, but her eyes are big. Like, this goblet's just giving all the information away.
Button's just like, I don't know what's going on, but this seems important, and I need to be able to do this. I like panic.
This is all
Completely
Buttons
washed
ever
over them.
wanted.
It's all
Yeah.
I ever wanted. Oh my god.
Like, finally, a mission that's worthy of my time.
Gelsarian kind of.
Button, are you
Go
okay?
ahead.
No, Button's not okay.
There was a vision. There was a vision. There was a vision. And there was a human guy wearing leather armor, strapped to the ground with blood. And he was praying to the Moonweaver. Then he talked to us.
Yes, that happened.
And this is where Claire just face palms. She's like, "Oh my god!"
I'm like slowly sitting up, like kind of like, yeah,
Yeah, that sounds right.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So, as that discussion is happening, I will need everyone to mute and turn off their sound for a moment. As Thorid, you have not awakened yet.
Oh no.
As your vision of Elixian, this man, fades, the darkness completely overtakes your senses. And a voice, deep, grinding, primeval, fills your ears. You don't even hear it with your ears. You hear it with your bones. He is imprisoned for a reason. You see a flash of light. Golden, green, silver, searing white, and a crack like thunder striking just above you. This light streaks down to you, a lightning bolt in the dark. But as it nears you, it slows. What do you do?
I would ask, why was he imprisoned, and who is speaking to me at the moment?
So many questions. He tried to strike down gods, to take their place. He was called the Apotheon. Foolish mortals. I am one who tried to depose.
Okay. So basically try to stop him.
If he is free, there will be only chaos. This lightning is still moving towards you slowly, as if it's been slowed down to an impossible speed. You see electricity arcing. And it is coming towards you.
I would try to evade it the best I could.
You'll try to what?
I'll try to move out of the way the best I could.
As you try to move, you get the sensation that you too have been slowed. You're locked for a moment. staring down this bolt of electricity coming towards you. And you feel something familiar. You smell, rather than the ozone that accompanies lightning strikes, something that you have smelled in moments of incredible panic at sea, if a mast is struck, for example. You instead smell incense. The same incense that you used to smell at home, when your father would take you to meetings. At first, it just seemed silly, the fraternity of knights of the most loyal and ancient order of shipwrights. But there's something familiar in this moment. That smell. A little bit of cheap bourbon of the meeting hall covered by this incense. It's awfully comforting. And even as this lightning is moving towards you, it doesn't feel threatening.
Instead of trying to move away, I believe Thorid is just going to embrace the lightning.
Right. As this bolt touches your chest directly at your sternum, it stings and solidifies into a spear. Enormous. Made of bone and ivory, and carved with runes that you do not understand. And you can feel that the tip of this spear has pierced through your armor and just barely pricked your skin. Feel a single drop of blood welling there. And again, you hear, you feel, seek me with hand and heart. Fight! This vision fades. And you lay in place on the floor of this cavern.
Am I awake?
You may all return. Thorid, you are still unconscious.
No.
Everyone else has come back up and are all discussing, it's like, Button has said, some pretty important revelations about, what's going on, what everybody saw. Galceria still, is looking at you like you're a little sussy.
Claire's gonna go. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
He says, and why should we believe you who attacked us?
Because I'm telling the truth.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm so good at these. 2.
2. Okay.
I have no modifier, and it's a 2 on the die.
Okay.
Can we use one of those rerolls?
You certainly may. Everybody has a reroll
yeah.
to use.
I'll give it a shot.
Wait, are we back? Nobody told
Yeah,
us.
back.
Nobody
Yes.
told me we could come back. You gotta tell people.
16.
I did.
Yes. Where did you say it? Because I was literally deaf.
I
Oh, you deafened yourself.
Yes. You said to do that.
Yes.
I didn't hear the scene because you said not to have. Okay, whatever.
I gave a
With the reroll, I got a 16.
All right.
What are we rolling for? Because I was.
Persuasion.
They were rolling a. Gelsariad had to roll an insight against Button's persuasion, and that reroll comes in clutch. He kind of drums his fingers against his staff. He looks over at Maggie, and Maggie just has her arms crossed, and she's looking at you. Just, I don't trust them.
That's fine. You don't have to.
Yeah, getting up, Claire will put like her hand up
Trust,
and be like,
trust the God Lover.
I don't know how I feel about you putting it that way, but if you don't trust them, at least trust me. I haven't tried to harm any of you, to be honest, and I actually quite like, the Maggie that I've met today, and I've also met her little friend today, and we had a good conversation, and we had quite helped each other. I would not advise taking that amulet. It doesn't seem good at all.
At this point, am going to subtly mage hand and shoot it up out of the top of the cavern.
Oh, I think it's in a bag right now.
Yep, Corvus is essentially poised to just sweep it into the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not in there yet.
He should have already done that now.
Yep. Gelsariad was, just a moment before I let you just take this potential consolation prize from me.
I don't.
I thought we were talking while it was in the bag, and I'm just holding the bag.
I don't think I don't think Galterion has control over the automaton, so the automaton would have followed through with its orders.
It's true, but he's not gonna let Corvus just walk away with this thing because he's gonna plead his case that it's like
but
you guys
the amulet is in the bag, and Corvus does have the bag.
The amulet is in the bag. Corvus has the bag. Corvus is just standing there being a good boy
with a bag.
Okay,
standing there being a good boy with his 4 brain cells.
4 brain cells.
More brain cells than anything that mine. Corvus currently is in possession of the amulet. It is inside the bag of holding, which Corvus is holding.
Yep.
Same amulet with the guy and the god and everything else.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That one. Yeah.
Yes.
But after the little speech Claire had made, she is gonna go over to Thor to see if there's any check as a out of character, any check that I can possibly make Claire make to see if she can wake up Thor from whatever kind of dream.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh, is Thord still out?
Thor is still out. All right.
Did he not pass his Constitution save? No, he did. Did he not?
No, he did not.
That is
a
help her with that medicine check? I don't think she needs it.
No.
All right.
13 on die.
13 on the die for a total of 19. Very nice.
Oh, 19.
So, you're kind of giving him a once over, and you notice that you guys have been out of the water for a minute, and he still is, kind of everybody's still damp, but there's something strange. There's a dryness that is kind of spreading out from a spot on his chest. Just a warm dryness that is just slowly evaporating all of the liquid from his armor, his clothes. But other than that, he just seems to be unconscious and unresponsive.
Uh-oh.
So, could Clara think that, like, maybe pouring or putting him back in the water would do? Like, suddenly wake him up?
You could certainly try.
Dry? He's like, all this
Not gonna
dryness.
investigate the dry spot.
Yeah.
You're not gonna look at it or touch it or peek at it. You're just gonna throw him in
Bring
water.
it up so somebody else can look at it.
You're just gonna throw him in some water. All right, cool. I like it.
I mean,
Just don't
if it's getting dry, she's like, I don't know. I want to touch that personally. It's
Okay.
um,
Drag him back over here and shove his head under the water.
Yeah. Just gonna swirl him.
uh,
Just give him a swirly.
you would like Kate, but yeah. Yeah, I guess she's gonna see if I'm not sure how this cave works. If it like if she sticks her hand out there, like is it just now full of water? And then if she pulls it back out, she just has like a cup of water in her hand? Like is that
Basically, yeah,
the case?
there's like a small pool that leads back down into the cavern where you guys had your race. So you can scoop your hand down in and you can get a handful of seawater.
Yeah, I think she's just gonna test that to see if maybe like I don't know, and just pour it over the dry spot to see if that's gonna do anything. Since it's as how I'm taking how you're saying it is just like drying, like it looks like chapped lips, basically. It's just like no.
Not quite
Jack?
because you haven't seen it spread to any skin yet. At the moment, it just looks like if they're like you're watching, a towel dry out, but like in time lapse.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Okay.
Nobody else is drying out this quick.
That's why I'm like, is it just easy? Just turning into like chapped lips? Oh, okay. Then she's gonna is there a way to take the armor off of him? Like
Maybe we.
I don't think he has armor.
He's a sorcerer,
Try to
right?
do
So he
anything.
can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Sorcerers don't have armor.
Yep, just
He's squishy.
typical
Just
leather
cloth.
adventuring gear that does not give an AC bonus.
Yeah.
oh, well, she's gonna
squishy.
she's gonna try to, I guess, take that off to see what's underneath.
All right.
While she's doing that, Bakila's gonna go closer to Maggie and like try to get taller.
He kind of looks over at you.
I'm gonna.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
Sizing up the competition. I assume.
I still look a hot mess because I only have like 11 hit points, but I'm like,
Maggie kind of like leans down to you a little bit, and you spoke well earlier.
Yes,
Yes.
completely. I don't care what's happening at all.
Just yes. But
Taller.
Clara, as you are trying to remove the rapidly drying clothes from Thorid, at first you notice that it's strangely hot to the touch, but not like fire exactly. You
Gross.
feel a little bit of tingle in your fingertips. And as you get his shirt and robes apart, you can see that there is a almost perfect diamond-shaped cut right on the sternum.
Oh my.
Oh,
Blood
that sounds
is
bad.
just welling there, but not like streaming or gushing out or anything. It just looks like someone had taken a scalpel, cut diamond-shaped flesh away.
Diamond shape.
Yes.
Did Thor get stabbed with an angel blade?
Roll me a
Darmit. Can you help our friend, please?
Yes.
What have you done?
While Dorman and me are trying to save this poor man. Let me just see.
I look down at the exposed chest wound. What happened there?
It's not even so much a wound. It's like there's skin missing.
Ooh.
But
So it looks like part of him was flayed?
like part of him was just very carefully surgically cut away, exposing the muscle and connective tissue underneath.
That's disturbing.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
That's disturbing. I'm literally saying this out loud as Button. That's disturbing.
Dermot kind of looks. He's like, I concur.
Yeah.
Do any of the magic healers have any uses of cure
Oh.
wounds, healing word? Do you know anything?
Well,
I would also posit a detect magic, but I don't do such things. You know.
Got a question.
First. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I do a reroll.
Nope.
Oh,
There's
it's
nothing
way
that you
too
had to
late for
roll
that.
Oh, it is.
so,
Oh.
No.
Okay. Oh well.
As you know, as Lulu was saying,
I
Claire's
would say-
obviously gonna first do a detect magic for her first level, and then a cure wounds.
Sure.
That would be the two that she can do.
All right. So you cast detect magic.
Yes.
As you look at this wound on his chest, there is magic present.
Mm.
It's not the only thing that you see that lights up with magic.
Mm.
For example, the bag of holding shines with magic energy, as you would expect. It's a bag of holding. But
I would have never
Absolutely, I've also just starts to kind of just glow.
Yep. Corvus has a little bit of a shimmer shine to him. But this chest wound, it has a magical signature, but it doesn't match any of the schools of magic.
Oh no.
It's not abjuration or evocation or necromancy, none of it.
Not chronergy?
Would she know that though?
Clara,
Oh yeah,
you're-
she's an outlander.
You're from Jorhas, so you are aware of dunamancy.
Okay, so yeah.
It is not dunamantic either. You are also a student of divine magic. If anything, this has a feeling of something adjacent to divinity.
Mm.
There's a wide range of meanings for that, but it has a feeling of divine magic.
Yeah, you'd have to cast Identify.
That could just mean it could be magic from any of the planes adjacent to
Right.
the 7 planes of heaven.
Right. Or even. No, yeah.
Well, she doesn't want to do anymore, except, cure this man who has a scar on his chest,
All right,
she
so
wants to try to heal him.
cure wounds. Go ahead and roll for that.
Cure wounds. Yes. Give me a minute. Let me just put that there.
I didn't Thor had to make death saves during this. Thor would have died a long time ago.
Longest minute ever.
Not sure if that added.
It did not add your Disciple of Life, no. That
Yeah.
is 2 plus the spell level, so it should be an additional 3.
Yes.
All right.
So 10.
Very nice. So, you see it's like you still have detect magic up, and so you can see as you touch him to heal him, you can see magic gathering in your fingertips. And what does it look like when you cast Cure Wound?
She has a blue aura, so it's kind of just like blue energy. She's not directly touching his chest, but it's not directly touching the wound, but like kind of around it. And it's just blue energy going toward the wound.
All right.
The blue essence.
As it's like everyone can see this blue essence kind of gathering at your fingertips. It is very soothing. But as you try to discharge this energy, this healing power, the energy starts to crackle at your fingertips, like lightning. And you can sense that the magic has taken hold, that he is healed. But looking at this wound, it does not seem to close.
All right, so he's just gonna permanently be bloody from now on. It's fine.
And it's still hot, but he's not awake either.
Not awake.
Is it still giving off heat?
A little bit, yes.
Shit.
He's a little toasty.
Claire's looking around and she's like, I've done all I can think of. And there's no
Do you have lesser
healing.
restoration?
I don't.
Then we need to get him to the village. Now.
As soon
Agreed.
as possible.
Dermot have lesser restoration? Or restoration?
I'm not sure that
He
traveling.
he kind of looks to you guys and he's like, I don't have anything nearly that powerful. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean we are baby.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's like 2
adventurers.
more levels before we have access to lesser rest.
I know.
Out of character, Claire does. She just doesn't have any more spells.
Fair.
Oh, I thought it was a
Fair.
3rd level, not a 2nd.
We are
Fair.
third
Is it-
level.
No, she has it as her as 2nd level.
I think you could. No, you already used your divine energy because I think you can use one if you have divine and intervention. You can trade that up for 1 spell slot.
Is
you
there a
have-
way?
Channel divinity.
Yeah,
Is there a
yeah.
way to get him up and out of the hole up there? Because I don't
Have
know
you
how
seen
safe
the
it
size of
is.
Maggie?
I don't know how safe it is to drag him back through the water with an open chest wound.
Have you seen? I'm not gonna put it out there, but
I mean, I can tell you now, I'm not going to be able to throw him up there. So, has
Well,
to be
here's an
between
idea.
us.
Oh no.
Y'all just gonna throw me around, okay?
If we can leave the cavern in less than 10 minutes, I can get him out perfectly dry.
yeah, that's true. I mean, does anyone any of our new apparent friends, which I don't recall as becoming friends, have fly?
Oh,
Gelsariad
that's
kinda-
definitely too strong.
Gelsariad looks at you and is no.
Fair enough.
I do have something that can you move faster, but not fly.
Well, I turn and I smack Maggie as hard as I possibly can on the shoulder and say, "Looks like we're strapping him to your back."
Maggie
no.
accepts this slap, but Liliad.
Yes?
You said
You were gonna
said
say
no.
something.
Yeah, Corvus is gonna carry him. Corvus is gonna give me the bag of holding and then scoop up Thorid.
All right.
Very kind. Ugh, it would have been so much better if Maggie did it.
Enough?
All right, we're gonna have to rush out of here as quickly as possible then.
Can Corvus climb? Can Corvus climb?
What?
Up and over. We're in a cavern. Why can't we go up and over? I'm very confused. Is this not a mountain?
It is theoretically an option, however, nobody has the ability to fly, and
Okay.
the ceiling of this cavern is up pretty high.
Okay. All right, let's go. I don't know how much longer we have this the water spell too, so we gotta pack it in.
Irvin kind of like raised the fingers, like, yeah, I was gonna say we should probably just, get this rolling.
Pack it in.
I don't want to die.
Last time.
Claire's ready. She's right behind Cora. She's ready. She's like, I'm been ready to leave. Let's
Yeah,
Pack it
let's
up and
go.
go.
Let's get out
Pack it
of
up.
here.
Yep.
All right. So, Lilith, you kind of are leading the charge out of here.
Good.
Quick question. Has an hour passed since I used that metal maze?
No,
No.
because then we would all be dead.
Yep.
Yeah, it's only been like
20
20 minutes inside the
yeah,
cave.
within the game, like actual time passing for the characters, it's been like 20 minutes tops.
So I can still see a exit? The closest exit?
yes, you can still the fastest way out.
Okay. She's gonna call out
This
to
way.
Lilith. She's gonna Lilith, before you go, let's just say I know a quick way out of here.
Yeah, this way is faster.
Faster.
Not sure. DM, is this the quickest way?
Yes, the direction the button is going is in fact about 10 feet shorter. So it's faster.
The fastest.
I was just gonna backpedal the way that I know that I cleared.
But Clara is able to confirm that yes, Button is taking the fastest available route.
Yep.
I have to stay. I'm staying with Clara because she's also my light.
Yes.
Literally.
Yep. And as you guys are moving, Lilith, are you keeping an eye on Thorod as he is being carried out of here?
Oh, yes.
You notice that there is a little bubble over the wound.
Oh.
Keeping the seawater out. It's small, and it seems
He's got a
hazy
baby
on
in
the
there.
edges.
He's got a baby in there.
Got a baby in the pocket.
It's hazy at the edges, like it's not as defined as a bubble. There's a point where like the water almost becomes steam, and then there is simply air against it.
I hate it.
I love it.
I don't know which direction we're going.
So you are traveling in the correct direction.
Okay.
Make sure that you don't get stuck in walls.
Oh, that's happened twice now.
Do we have to manually backpedal?
There's a
You
little bit
don't
of
have
fun
to,
in
but
it.
you don't have to.
It's
but
a little bit of
everybody had
fun.
already done it.
Yeah, I thought we were just gonna
Be in the next scene. I thought so too, but then now I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I'm at the cavern entrance.
Oh no, I hit through the wall.
So,
Button. Wait for me, Button. Button.
I'm
Don't
here.
leave me. Don't leave me, Button.
You're my good friend.
We are good friends, Button.
as you guys emerge, everyone is just waiting with bated breath to see who's going to come out. And who is the first to leave? Button?
I think Button.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll come out first.
So, Button, you
Yeah,
emerge.
if it's not Button, it's Liliath with Corvus.
Liliath, you come next. Corvus following behind, carrying Thorid in his arms.
Then Clara, then me.
Clara and Bakila bring up the rear. And about 2 or 3 seconds later, your rivals emerge. Giving enough time for the cheers to start erupting from the crowd on the shore as the champions of this year's Festival of Merit emerge.
Yay! Merit!
Yay, merit.
Merit!
Not really concerned about merit, right?
I mean, I am. I hold up the
I'm
thing.
more concerned of getting conscious again. Thank you.
I hold up the pendant.
From your bra.
Yep. Just kind of reach down your shirt, pull it out. Elder Ushru approaches you. Just very well done. Splendid work, all of you. I am happy to present this year's winners of the Festival of Merit. It's difficult for anyone to hear him formally announcing your win, since everyone is just already cheering. There are, you hear bottles clinking, sometimes breaking. There is a great deal of excitement as everyone is now ready to begin the evening festivities, mostly drinking contests.
Drink. Bring me my mead.
Elder Ushra does come up to you, Bakila, and says, I will have to ask for the pendant back, of course. We'll need it
And
for next year.
Okay. And I get...
He takes that, and in exchange, he reaches into a pouch on his pocket and pulls out a heavy sack of coin. Puts it in your hand.
Glory! Glory
Yeah.
for the competition.
You're gonna have to share that, you know.
Yes, I will share. Glory! I will share the glory.
I would also like to invite all of you to stay at the Unbroken Tusk tonight, free of charge.
Do you have a cleric? Man down.
Yes, fuck isn't waking up.
He kind of frowns a little bit and shuffles forwards towards Thorid.
I say it as though it's like not a big deal at all, and I'm
Not
still
a big deal. It's like, hey, not to draw any attention, but if you got a cleric.
juggling the coins,
Jingle, jangle, pulling
looking
out,
for some
biting
mead.
it, yeah.
Someone
But
check
he
him.
comes up, and he, at first he checks Thorid's pulse. He, peels one of Thorid's eyelids back. He kind of frowns a little bit at this gouge on his chest. And he moves as if to examine it a little more thoroughly. And it's like his finger can't quite make contact.
No, it's not right. The way Lilith feels about me and the gun is the way I now feel about Thorid in this bubble. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Very strange indeed.
Yeah, I'm still just sitting there, looking up over, that is so unsettling.
I'm getting further and further away.
Oh, wait. I'm running to catch up with you.
I'll have to inquire at the temple, see if there's any further expertise that can be lent. Very strange.
Clara will then kind of come forward. She's not interested in it. She's just interested in making sure that he's okay. I have some information. I don't have a lot, but what I can give is, it is hot. He's hot to the touch, and when healing, it's like a crackling, weird. It's like it's not penetrating. I know that he's healed. He's just. It's difficult to explain.
I can tell that he is indeed stable, and aside from this wound, not a scratch on it. You all seem to have done quite well, with one notable exception.
No, I still look like a hot mess.
You, in fact, do look like a hot mess.
I look like a happy hot mess.
I'm sitting at half hit points myself. I look pretty bad.
But I look too happy about it.
But you won.
Yes.
At what cost?
Happiness.
For you?
And a chunk of change.
If you don't mind, I would like to come with you as well as he is treated.
Very well.
That's what
As- As you guys walk away, I say, find us at the ale house.
I'll keep an eye on the one that has our money and make sure she doesn't spend it all.
Someone should.
So, as it turns out, all of you
Slightly
are going to relatively the same place. Elder Rooster is like, very well, we'll meet back up with you. And you guys are like, all right, fine, see you later. And then you do that awkward thing where you are
You're still walking in the same
traveling
direction.
In the same direction. you guys are heading back, and it's like you're still walking along with him. You cross the pier back onto mainland. He just like cuts across the green here, and you're still going. It's like
Oh.
it's like no matter what, you're still following him, and it's like, well,
So,
this
like,
is
How are
awkward.
how are the festivities? How's your town doing? Did y'all make enough profit to sustain the crop for next year?
Oh yes, everything was fantastic.
I take out the
was
silver
good,
spear
good.
and I'm like, does this look familiar? How much is this worth? Can I get silver bullets out of this? I have some questions.
You do indeed have some questions.
I
like
can make silver bullets out of it.
I
I
would say that silvered weapons are typically worth the silver that it costs to cover them in silver, at the very least. I do, in fact, recognize it. It is the spear that was used to encourage the shark.
Encourage. Such a strong word.
You don't have to worry about that shark anymore. You might need another one for next year.
We always do. He doesn't seem super concerned about it. It's like, that was one that we caught in the nets about 2 weeks ago that we've been fattening up.
He was quite fat. He was quite fat.
Very
Just
hardy.
magical.
Very hardy. Very hardy. Is the spear magical? Really?
The spear did not light up when detect magic was cast. It is not magic.
So it is just a silver spear. Great. Cool.
It is a silvered spear. So it's worth a hefty chunk of change.
Yes.
But it's also one of the only things that can do damage to, werewolves.
Yeah. Only thing I could do damage to Bakila.
Yes.
But as you guys come to this point, the temple is on the right side, and the Unbroken Tusk, where the pie eating contest had taken place earlier, is to the left.
So we finally split.
You finally split at the very end. It's like, well, that was awkward.
Hardy
No,
talk.
it wasn't. Why is it awkward? Do you hate me?
Oh.
Same. I have no idea what they're talking about. Anyway, ale.
He leans down and he rests a large hand on your shoulder, bud. It's like, I assure you, I do not.
Okay.
But we did already say goodbye about 5 minutes ago.
We sure did.
And then we walked this whole way.
As Button and I start walking
that
away.
just means we're friends.
Button, we will see you at the Unbroken Tusk. Farewell till then. Okay.
As Button and I start walking away, I say, did we say goodbye?
Wait, I want to run up to Lilith before I go in there with Bakila.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you got that other pendant, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like, we need to talk about that when you get back. When you meet back up with us, so we can give you your cut of the gold. Okay.
Very well.
All right. Cool. And again, sorry for any bad impressions. It's just like, I thought we were in a competition, but then they turned out to mostly be nice, except for that wizard fuck. I don't like him.
Don't say it.
That's the one.
I
Yeah.
think I like him.
That's
Oh my.
Oh, you're allowed. I just turn and walk away after saying you're allowed.
Hello.
you're allowed.
All right. So, who is heading to the temple?
I think it's just Clara
Lilia.
and Lilia. Yeah. And
Right.
Corvus, obviously.
Yep. So, Clara, Lilia, of
We're
course.
leaving Ford out in the street.
Yeah.
Cognitive,
Yeah, it's gonna leave me out.
He's
the guy who was being brought to the temple in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you guys come into the temple, it is lit inside with a soft purplish light that seems to come from the glassy walls themselves. Everything has a very softly lit feel to it. There are pews, an altar with a wire-framed image, an icon of the Luxon. Off to the sides, there are small alcoves where some members of the Aurora Watch are praying in private. There are people who are, kind of quietly celebrating their own achievements today at the Festival of Merit, giving thanks for their wits and their strength. But as you guys enter, there is a figure who approaches. A tall, as far as drow standards go, woman who is dressed as head priestess. Good evening. What brings you into the temple at this hour?
Our friend suffered an injury of sorts. We were unable to heal him and we seek help.
Then bring him here. She leads you past the altar to a space farther into the temple that seems to have kind of an open-air infirmary. There are a few people who are getting various bumps and bruises treated. There's someone who is, laying there just moaning and groaning over, oh my god, I think my leg is broken. Did you see me get thrown off the back of that baby Horizon back, though? Wasn't I manly? Wasn't it super cool? And everyone's like, yes, it was a very good kick. Just not even paying attention, but waiting for him to be discharged.
As I get,
She indicates an empty cot.
as they're walking, Claire will, give her a little bow, seeing as, being a high priestess and all. She will say, I did heal him. It's not that he's not healing, it's just he's not waking up and there's a hole in his, not a hole, but there's like something on his chest that isn't right. He's healed. That's not it. He's not waking up. It's very unusual.
As he's laid out, she kind of leans down, and you can see that she also starts to call up healing magics to her fingers, and reaches down and tries to touch the wound to close it. And again, there is that same sort of resistance that Elder Ushru had when he tried to reach and examine this wound. She frowns and tries to press harder. You can see dull gray magic coalescing at her fingertips as she tries to punch through whatever this barrier is, preventing her from reaching this wound, heal it. And after a moment, she kind of yanks her hand back. It is very strange. Very strange indeed. How did this happen?
There was a amulet that was touched, and we all kind of blacked out for a little bit. And he didn't wake up. That's all I know. I don't know much more.
An amulet?
Yes.
Is this the jewel that you were to retrieve for the task?
Something
A
different.
different one. Here. I'm going to have Corvus pull out the amulet. Because I ain't touching it.
Hey. So, Corvus...
I'm just holding out the bag. Corvus, fetch the amulet.
He reaches in, and his entire arm goes in. His top half, feeling around inside. She looks completely unperturbed by this. She's used to seeing this sort of thing. Bags of holding are just so weird.
As Corvus is reaching in the bag, I would obviously advise not to touch said amulet. I'm not sure if it will give the same effect as before.
I certainly will be careful with it. And as this amulet is withdrawn, it is a very unassuming gold pendant that is suspended from a small golden bar attached to a chain to be worn around the neck. Some element of it looks like it might have at one point been a cloak pin or a brooch of some sort, but that it was then repurposed into a necklace for more convenience. Everybody roll me... let's call it... history.
That's sticky.
If only
I don't need to
I
since I'm
were
still
there.
knocked out, right?
You are unconscious, yes.
Okay.
I'm very good at history, but I'm not there.
Correct.
Let's see what my history looks like.
16, 21, very nice.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
I think we did good without you, Button.
Yeah,
I am
good
an
job.
artificer. I have high intelligence.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. So, you all can tell that this is very clearly ancient in its design. There's been quite a bit of advancement in decoration and just general fashion. This has a very rustic and traditional feel. It's charming and quaint. But then at the same time, there is an almost supernatural precision to how round it is. And above all, it is ancient. That much you can tell for certain. With a 21, Liliath.
Yes.
You have a few years under your belt. 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. and a lot of efficiencies.
I'm sorry?
And a lot of tools useful for crafting things and identifying things.
You are also quite learned. This is clearly an object that dates from roughly the Calamity. But unlike most objects from the Calamity that are found and preserved, which are usually objects of unusual high magic. This is the sort of, rustic everyday item that someone who didn't have the luxury of living in a flying city might have had.
Can I tell if whatever the knockout magic is, if that's gone inert yet?
Roll me Arcana.
Arcana. Ooh, that's a good roll too. Am I proficient with Arcana? 22.
22, very nice. Kind of giving him a once-over, since he didn't wake when he was healed. He didn't wake when he was once again plunged underwater. He hasn't woken since. It seems like there is something else at work here. But there's not any discernible spell that might be unwoven with, say, a dispel magic or a counter spell.
But is the amulet magic inert to touch? Is it safe to touch?
Ah, the amulet itself.
That was my question.
Gotcha. The amulet does not have any harmful vibes, let's say. Since it was just an Arcana check, there was no more advanced spell cast. You can tell that this is something that is, given how well preserved it is, something incredibly important. And it does have an aura of magic, but it doesn't feel dangerous.
Has 10 minutes passed?
At this point, I will say that 10 minutes is very near past, yes.
Okay. I was gonna see if the detect magic was still up or not.
I'll say yes. Now that the amulet has been withdrawn, this is one of the brightest objects that you have ever seen. It shines like a miniature sun in Corvus's hand. But the light is cool, it's gentle, it's not searing like the sun. It's as luminous as Katha when she is full in the night sky.
Everyone, I'm going to test something.
Are you
No objections, good. I take the amulet and I put it onto Thorid.
Oh god.
Alright.
Don't object.
Lillian has tried to get me killed.
Relax.
Okay.
Baby, I said I'm going to test something and no one stopped me.
I'm knocked out. I can't stop you.
I don't. Speaking of being knocked out, I don't think he can relax any more than he already is.
Thorin, roll me a Constitution check.
Oh, okay. Give it a second here. Constitution.
Oh,
that is a 13.
Gotcha. And unfortunately, Bakula's internet has gone out, so we are missing one.
no.
Alright,
Ow.
13 con. And also, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Odds.
Hang on.
I made something happen. Is it good or bad?
You made a choice.
You sure did.
You said wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw, yes. So that'll be in that small box, just to the other side. All
I
right.
got 5.
5. Okay.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Liliath, when you put the amulet on Thorid, did you, like, fully drape the chain around his neck, or just plunk?
As an artificer, would I know that if to apply magic, the chain has to be around the neck? As someone who also does have to wear a magical amulet?
I would say that you might just take that as common sense, but what specifically did you do when you said that you were going to put it on him?
For the most part, just lay it on your chain around him, but clasp it, because tiefling horns.
Okay. So you unclasp it, drape it around, reclasp it, and just let it rest.
Yes.
Thorin,
Yes.
this entire time, you have been unaware of the passage of time.
Seems about right.
You are in a dark, humid place. It's silent.
Okay.
But you feel now a searing heat against your shoulders, your chest. A round, searing. Your eyes snap open. And you feel like you are being burned.
Thor screams as he gets up.
Odds. Claire's like telling Liliath, tell Corvus to get take it off, take it off.
The priestess also kind of jumps back a little bit as you scream and like start thrashing around. Lilia, do you take it off?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as it's removed, the burning stops. And Liliath, you can see that where the chain touched his skin, there are fresh burns.
He didn't fall back unconscious, did he?
No. Or you are still awake. There's pretty significant pain from where this chain and this pendant touched you.
I look around and what the
Okay,
hell?
I did not know that. I did not know that would burn you, but it woke you up. We're back in town. We're in the temple. Are you okay?
Just
Considering that I am being burnt, no, keep it away. Keep it away.
We couldn't wake you up, and I had not an idea, and it kind of worked. I'm sorry it burned. Priestess, can you heal my friend, please?
Yes. unorthodox, but yes, I can heal him. The high priestess of this temple comes over. Oh, are you back? Is your internet recovered?
I think they're still connecting.
Probably. But the high priestess comes over. She, again, moves her hand just across these burns on you, Thorid. And you can feel this soothing, cool, healing magic knitting you back up. The sting of that burn is soothed away.
Do I remember anything about what happened previously while I was unconscious?
You do. You remember it vividly, as if it was seared into your mind as much as those burns on your skin.
How's the diamond on his chest looking?
Unchanged.
Wow. Okay.
Thor, prepare yourself. Don't look down.
Don't
You have a
freak
small
out.
wound
Do
on
you
your
look
Hello?
chest.
Welcome
Can
back.
anyone hear me?
All right,
Hello?
cool.
Yes, we
Yes.
hear you now. Welcome back.
I don't have any internet. Apparently, Xfinity is out, so I will only be here in spirit/voice only.
It's okay. We'll make it work.
There's a
We got this.
outage in my neighborhood, so
Oh,
I don't know what I
Oh.
missed, but keep going.
Woke up!
I woke up Thorid.
Burns!
Oh, did he have his gremlin? Did he feed chicken after midnight? We all told him not to do that. Damn it, Thorin! No chicken after midnight.
So yes. Thor, don't freak out. You just have a little something on your chest.
Yeah, Thor, do you
Bye.
look down?
I feel it, first of all. Am I aware that it's already there?
Nothing feels out of the ordinary now that you've been healed. You're not sure why everybody's freaking out.
Okay, then, yeah, I look down.
You can see that there is a segment of flesh that has been cut away on your sternum. Just like a very precise blade was taken and just lifted that flesh away. But there's no pain.
I just pretend that it's always been there.
Seem to be handling this better than I expected.
Is there anything you remembered while you were out? Is there?
Yes. We will speak of that later.
Oh. Not alone. Claire likes to clarify, as a group, of course. Not alone.
The priestess kind of looks over at you and is like, there is no problem if the two of you we speak alone. I do not judge.
No,
thank you. I only met her today, so no.
I mean, I only met Galceria today, and that propositioned him to have a child with me.
Okay. Well, I think we're getting off
looks
topic.
over at you and she's like, that might be a little fast. But love blossoms in strange places, I suppose.
Are you feeling okay? Do you need anything?
Or
Other than
just looks.
sleep, probably.
Doris just looks over his body, shakes his arms around. No, I feel fine.
You feel, I mean, when you got healed up, it actually, it got you all the way back to full. You feel surprisingly great for somebody who was just awakened by being burned.
Katie, this amulet, it's not burning me, is it?
No. The metal feels cool to the touch, just warming slightly from your body heat, like you would expect.
Claire.
Oh, well, I'm going to try something else then.
Oh God.
I want to see if it'll burn me too.
Oh, no.
All right.
That's
put
a
it
terrible way to do science. Yes.
This is so like 1948 Los Alamos nuclear physicist fucking around with the demon core energy here. But
Yeah.
I'm an artificer. I'm not a very good one.
Au contraire, you are the very model of an artificer. Like, hey, we're just gonna test this out and we're gonna see what happens.
That,
Put it on.
yeah.
Claire's
Put it on,
freaking
and,
the fuck out.
It is heavy. It's solid gold. It's heavy. It weighs exactly what you would expect a big hunk of gold this size would weigh. But it rests
Burns
against
like
you.
hell.
Roll a deception check.
No burning?
No burning.
Oh.
It's just, it is inert, valuable metal.
Before Claire's
Weird, I'm disappointed it's not burning me.
Oh my. Before Claire's detect magic, I guess, goes away, she's gonna touch it to see if she gets anything else from it. Hopefully doesn't pass out as well again.
So, you touch this amulet.
Ooh.
And
Claire, you were knocked unconscious, right? Here, you put it on.
She will, if you try to put it on her, she will back away so fast from you.
Like,
I believe you're
I'm
just
gonna
being
be
awkward to
honest.
you.
Speaking over the table, if you offer it to Button when we meet back up, they're gonna put it right on without thinking about it.
100%.
Oh.
I have things to test.
But Clara, as you touch it, again, it is the brightest object that you have ever looked at detecting magic. The aura that it gives off is beyond you. The only thing that, again, even comes close is the aura of the divine. Very much like what was coming off of Thorid's wound.
Well, this is way beyond what I can even imagine. What I've ever seen. It's quite bright and a little hard to look at, but not bad.
Well, here, you
I
try to put it on.
no. I'm more than capable of just touching it. You do your test on someone else. I'm not a test subject. This
Elder
is gonna...
Ushro kind of looks at it and he's like,
Wait did he get here?
He's just kind of been hanging back. When Thorid screamed, he left the pews and came back to check on you guys.
Okay.
He was just kind of hanging around, kind of waiting to see, if you guys were gonna report back with anything. But yeah, he's like reaching for it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let him try it on.
He takes it, puts it on.
No burning, tingling sensations.
None whatsoever.
What race is the elder?
He is an orc.
He is an orc. Okay. So it's safe to elves, it's safe to orcs. Maybe it's either A, it just hates Thorid, or B, hates tieflings. I would be really disappointed if it just
It's-
hated tieflings.
Let's test it out.
But Elder
What
about
Elder
now?
takes it back and holds it back out to you guys.
Well,
Reach out for it.
Thord, I don't
Thord,
think that
reach
is
out
the
for it.
greatest idea.
Yes.
Yes!
I want to see if it burns again.
Oh my.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh no. What have I done?
That's what you get for touching yourself. I'm sorry.
Waiting for that wisdom save.
It should be coming in. Ooh, a 13!
Okay. Nice. You reach out for it, but you hesitate. You feel a tingling in your fingertips. It's that, like, you know that feeling when, like, you've been out in the cold, and then you come back into a building, and your fingertips just have, like, that really unpleasant tingle. Not like when your feet fall asleep, but just that going from cold to heat sort of overload. Kind of like
You're
that.
about to touch a
It's-
stove that's really hot, and it's like
It's an intensely unpleasant experience as you haven't even touched it yet. There's no pain. There's just an unwillingness.
Bad vibes.
There's
Pull
bad
away.
vibes. There's an unwillingness in your hand, independent of you, to touch it.
I pull away.
I would hope so.
Yeah, right?
It seems you should not touch it, so maybe don't touch it. But it seems since you are okay, maybe it is best if we may talk and all get some rest. Claire's trying to be the voice of reason, as in, like, maybe we should try to not do any more tests tonight.
Fine, I won't do any more testing for the next 2 hours.
Watch her sneak around trying to put it on literally everybody.
Everybody.
Elder Ushro kind of like looks at your group and there is something very odd about all of this. Needless to say.
You think?
Let me try something.
But if everyone else is okay, I think I'm going to obviously take up that offer and get some sleep. Today has been a day, and she looks at both Lilith and Thord like, you should follow along.
Elder Ushur
And,
nods.
Just nod my
Looks
head.
over, yeah. Elder Ushur looks over at the priestess and says, "If you don't mind, I think I will research some of this, with your permission." She says, "Of course, of course. Feel free." Kind of gestures over to the stacks. But you are free to go across the street to the as you please.
Yep. Clara will, if Thord needs help, she's gonna make sure that he can get out of the pot okay, and if he seems fine, she's just gonna then quickly walk over to the inn and try to find the rest of the group.
To the inn. Why?
I have been subtly watching.
I'd call her mommy anytime.
There's
That's
a
interesting.
There's a little Liliath thirst going on here.
There
Right
should
above
be.
that, there's a
Who's
thing
thirsting
about
there?
button, huh?
Chimera Mask Knight definitely has a little bit of it's a little bit of Liliath thirst.
Mm.
Lilith got some fans.
Oh my.
How delightful.
Walking into the
Lydia,
inn.
she's just encouraging it.
Yeah, right? Walking into the inn, Claire's gonna look for Goliath and Button.
Of course, we're here to have fun.
We're here to cause chaos. That is
We
the
are.
point.
Are you not entertained?
So, is Bakila still in here? Were we able to talk before everyone rejoined?
Yes. So, meanwhile, back at the ranch,
Oh, back in the back cave.
Button and Bakila, the shortest and tallest members of the party,
Right.
come into the Unbroken Tusk. There is a roar of applause as some of this year's champions of the Festival of Merit come in.
Huzzah!
There are
Yeah, thank
many
you.
drinks that are raised in your direction.
Huzzah!
Thank you. Okay, let's get one round for now, and I'm gonna split up that money in equal piles for everybody, if that's okay with you.
I toss Button the money and I immediately go for 2 flagons. Huzzah!
Awesome. Cool.
There's
Now-
a huzzah that goes up around the room along with you.
Walk over to a table that is mostly empty, hopefully, so we can save room for everybody else for when they arrive. And I'm just gonna start talking as I dump the bag of gold out onto the table. And I'm like, okay, so you saw all of that, right?
Yes. I saw
Like,
it.
that was very interesting. What do you make of it?
It was weird. Things are usually weird when there's magic involved.
I disagree. Magic's the most natural thing in the world, but I understand where non-magical people come from. I used to be non-magical. I studied a lot, So I get it.
Just Button being it's like, oh, that's right, you're a layman, aren't you?
Yeah, it's weird.
So, what do you think of all of it? Like, the Moonweaver thinking that we had potential, so she dragged us into some demi-plane, but only in our minds?
Already gone through 1 flagon and I'm holding it up and I'm halfway through the other and I just am nodding sagely.
I
And I'm
thought
like,
that one was for me.
oh. Okay, let's get you your 2 flagons.
Well, one is enough. I'm 75 pounds here. One will be plenty.
Huzzah! When the crowd goes up, I say, two flagons for me and 1 for Button, the smartest of us all.
For
Hey,
Button!
Okay, and that's a little. Thank you.
And then I forgot your question. Sure.
Oh, Button, here, touch this for me, please.
I just reach out and grab it and just
So,
start looking at it.
Are you guys coming in yet?
Yes. I am.
Huh?
I don't know about the rest.
Then let me go ahead since I found my in map.
Woot woot.
Okay, so how much gold was it in total?
There were 100 gold pieces inside that bag.
That's it? Oof.
That's it?
Still a
It was just
100
a
gold.
All right, so that's 20
Aw,
gold
man.
apiece.
Boo.
Oh, I thought you meant 100 apiece.
No.
Nope,
There are
100
20
total.
gold pieces total inside.
Oh.
100
I got it.
total. So 20 for each of us, correct?
But yes, as you guys come in, it is very easy to see Bakila and Button sitting at a table. There are, there's a drow bartender who comes and brings by the flagons and just kind of slams them down. There is very much a festival air. They are just, filling up these mugs of ale and just slamming them down as fast as they can in front of people to keep up with demand.
Saved you some seats over here.
Word is already at the table.
Hmm.
All right, so you handed me the amulet. I just
Yes.
grabbed it from you and start looking at it. Do
Put it on.
hold on.
Put it on.
Tell me if
Fine.
it burns.
I'll put it on. I clasp it on, and then I pull my spell book up. If it, nothing happens.
All right. So you put on this amulet, and it is heavy. It is gold, but it does not burn.
Cool. I pull out my spell book and I start ritual casting Identify on it as I'm wearing it.
All right. So that'll be your next 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, give it back. Bakila, you try. I especially want to know if
What?
it'll
I didn't
burn
quite hear you. Say it one more time.
Put this on.
Say it.
Put it on.
Liliath is offering you this amulet that
Is
burned Thorin awake.
What you do
But
not
you don't know that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
As far as you know, this is just the gold amulet that you recognize from the crystal pillar.
You know what? I'm not
third-
gonna
I'm-
ritual cast that. I'm just gonna use my last first level spell slot because
You
that
just
way I
spell
can
slot?
spend the next hour doing arcane recovery.
Sure. All right. So before that,
I
though,
just go for it.
Yeah.
I put on I just hold out my hand and I put it on. I touch
Alright.
it.
You take it, put it on. There is no burn.
Okay. And then I just kind of look at them. Okay. It looks good.
Disappointing.
Can
I
I
look
actually
good?
see that really quick? I want to figure out exactly what it is.
Yes. So you cast Identify.
Hmm.
Okay. Huzzah! I need 2 more flagons.
Huzzah!
Oh, Lord.
As Button is trying to identify this object, it is beyond the scope of Identify.
Hmm.
You can tell that
Oh.
the spell hasn't failed, because it's not really a spell that can fail, but it's you looking at it, and if you were getting like a printout, then the readings on everything is just over 9,000.
Mhm.
It is
Mhm.
beyond the scope of Identify.
That's interesting. I put it back on and I tuck it underneath my robe, and I'm gonna be focusing on it and trying to attune to it.
Very well. So
So you're just going to just take it then?
Oh, it's for everybody still. I just want to see what this does. I'm
So,
okay here.
you go ahead and slip that on. But you're going to spend the next hour having arcane recovery time, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yep, nursing this ale. Arcane
Yeah,
recovery.
just like going through everything in my head, thinking about it, thinking about the amulet, like just thinking about my spell slots and just like, yeah, everything.
thinking about your spell slots, thinking about the vision that you had that apparently
Mhm.
the others had too. As you're sitting there just kind of nursing this ale as you're deep in thought, there is a jostle. It knocks the entire table over like 6 inches as a very large, very beefy man stumbles as if he took a hit and just kind of like collapses into the table.
Oh my.
I had already split the piles of gold up and given them to everyone. I just want to
Yes.
make that known. Like, the gold does not go flying.
the gold
It's
is not
back
out on the
safely in
table.
purses.
Yep.
Yes.
There is a great sloshing as undrunk ale is splashed across the table,
Oh, that's
and
just
this guy's just. Yeah, you get back here. I'll kick my ass. He struggles up, and there is a surge of energy that sort of crackles in the air. Thorin, you feel this very intensely in your chest.
Uh-oh.
Clara, you also get a sense of energy moving.
I don't like this.
As this large, beefy, drunken man struggles back to his feet. He kind of like punches his fists together, and sprouting from his back are a pair of skeletal wings.
Sir, are you sure you should be doing that
So, I'm going to need everyone at the table to roll me a charisma save.
Oh god.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, I'm so good at these.
Oh, okay. Well,
5.
5.
Oh,
Let's see.
16, 17.
I got a 9.
All right. So, Thorin, as these wings emerge, a sense of chill dread overcomes you. And you just want to get as far away from this drunkard as possible. You are frightened of him.
Okay.
I got Lilia, Clara. Button, what was your roll?
5.
5. You are also frightened of this man. He's just so big, and something about him just strikes you in that, like, primeval part of your brain that just overcomes all else and just triggers your fight or flight response immediately, and your brain has decided it's flight today.
Yeah.
Lizard brain says run.
You see my roll?
Yes.
Okay, I'm using the app on my phone.
Yep. The app is a ride, let me tell you.
It is. It really is.
The Roll20 app is wild.
Yeah. So I mean, I got 18 on my original one on
Okay.
D20, but this was fine. 15 is fine.
Yep.
I was like,
So-
wait, I still have the app. Okay.
So yeah.
So, Button, Thorid, you guys are frightened of this man who is standing between Thorid and Bukila, kind of at this corner. He's bumped into your table. His wings are just out.
I just keep looking at him and I'm like, huzzah.
I kind of back up over here.
Huzzah,
Where is he?
indeed.
oh god.
Like I slowly am putting my drink down and I'm just looking at him and I'm just like, huzzah, I want to drink. Drink time is now. Fight time was earlier.
As you guys are like, huzzah, he's distracted for the moment. He's like, yeah, huzzah! He grabs 2 drinks that are just on the table and just like smashes the flagons together and just in his face, barely making it into his mouth. This dude is a hot mess for sure.
Okay, never mind. Huzzah!
There is a orc sitting at this table over here who looks like he might have had something to do with this dude stumbling in the first place. He looks extremely confused. Like he's
Cool. And now I take one of my
through-
flagons and I hit it with him. I hit my flagon with him.
Yep. This orc over here is like halfway through putting his dukes up, and he's like, "Is this happening?
We don't know.
It doesn't seem like it's happening now." But Lilia, there's a drunk ASMR in front of you.
See, does he look like he's getting ready to beatbox that orc?
No, at the moment he looks like Bakila's his new drinking buddy.
Oh my.
I sling my
What's
arm
it
over
do
his
with you?
shoulder, and I hit my flagon with his flagon, and I just said, now I'm singing a weird huzzah song.
He
Huzzah,
just
huzzah!
smashes that flagon in there, and he
Huzzah,
is
huzzah!
drunkenly trying to harvest huzzah,
Huzzah!
huzzah,
Huzzah!
huzzah.
Huzzah!
There is a kind of a weak flap of these skeletal wings, kind of knocking into furniture and other patrons who are here, and they're like, "Fuck off!"
No. I run. I like sprawl over the chairs, just like getting out of there as fast as I can, and I'm running upstairs.
I turn to see if I
Thorin
can
is
find
sitting
someone to give us more alcohol. More
Hey.
flagons!
I think, Vakila, I think for today you've had enough. We can always drink tomorrow.
Good luck prying any of these flagons out of this guy's hands.
The drunk ASMR is like, tomorrow.
See?
I love ya.
Tomorrow. It's only
I knew it.
a
knew it.
day away.
That's too far.
It's very far.
He's trying to find now a flagon that still has some ale in it, as Agatha, the owner of the place, is like looking over at the bartender. She's just like,
Yeah.
Reach for
Yeah.
the drink that was in front of Button, and I go for that, and I tip a little bit into my new friend's drink, and then I drink the rest of it myself.
he takes his flagon and he like does that like looping around your arm thing, and just slams it back. He like throws it down like Thor and just arm around your shoulders. He's like, "You're my new best friend.
You're my new best friend.
You're my new best friend.
We're best friends.
We're
Don't
best
steal
friends."
my new best friend.
We're best friends.
Are you
all best
yelling
friends.
at from
Yeah.
upstairs?
I am.
He kinda looks up at
Button
you.
is my first best friend, and you're my new best friend, and Button is my other best friend, but you're my new best friend.
He points up to you, but he's like, "You can be a best friend too.
We can all be best friends.
You be a best friend."
We're the best friends club.
Claire
Huzzah!
is very confused as to what is going on.
No.
Best friends.
The sense of fear starts to ebb away from the both of you, Thorin and Button.
Okay.
I still keep my distance.
I slowly make my way back downstairs then.
Claire has walked to the barkeep and has maybe advised no more ale for those two over there.
More ale.
Absolutely no more.
Okay.
More ale for me and my best friend.
If you could just put water in
He's
the cup.
he's already filling up 2 waters.
Yep, perfect. And Clara yells over, "They're bringing more ale."
He brings
They're too
over
drunk to know the difference. It's fine.
he brings over these 2 ales, and as he sets them down, they seem very foamy.
Foamy. Best friend time. Give me my ale. Thank you.
Clara also asks, we were told we would be able to get quarters for the night. Is there any way I could possibly get the key for mine?
Quarters for the night. You are the winners of the Festival of Merit. Congratulations. He
Thank you.
turns and plucks down a couple of keys, like not even looking at Agatha, she's currently observing the vibe in the room, trying to make sure that nobody else is about to break out into a fist fight here.
Meat pie. Meat pie.
He slides a couple of keys across the table to you. Across
Friends
the bar.
need meat pie. Please.
How many keys?
There are 2 that he slides across.
But that's not.
Thank you. I will give these to everyone, I guess. There's five.
It is 2 double rooms. For a 5th. He kind of looks over at Corvus for a second. He looks over at Agatha, who is not paying attention. He back takes 3rd. The big one over there looks like he's going to need his own bed. Wink. Slides it across.
Oh, okay. She takes the 3 keys.
I run up and grab that key really quick.
But
Just like.
you will need to share a room with someone.
I have this key. It's fine.
Why don't you share a room with your new best friend?
Friends.
Friends.
Best friend. I stay with you. Right? Button. We'll be together forever now.
Sure. Yeah,
Yes.
we can do that. That's
We'll
fine.
be friends.
Thank you.
It's just ASMR just is like reaching for a button, the same way that like
I get in front.
The way
I get
that
in
a
front.
toddler
and
reaches
I-
for a dog.
No.
Oh, I definitely get out of the way.
I get
I'm
in
like,
front and I say
no.
no.
I was
My
very
best friend.
slowly
Fast.
sipping my beer. So I am
best friend.
not that. I am barely. I am barely buzzing.
That's
I
right.
got right out of the way.
Clara will look over at Lilith. Like, do you mind sharing a room with me, possibly?
Possibly.
Okay. Well, there's only 3 keys, so just an FYI. She's
Alright,
definitely
gets
not
his
going to be
own
sharing a
room.
room with Thorin. And
Dora gets his own room.
yeah, with Corvus, of course.
That's fine.
I'm going to address the innkeeper. Excuse
So
me.
there's the barkeep, and there is Agatha Silverspoon, who is the owner of the establishment, but she's half playing bouncer right now.
Gotcha. Then just the barkeep. Excuse me. Our competitors. You haven't seen them come in, have you?
Let's see. There is the big one, the blue one, another one who is kind of gestures towards Button. Another goblin. I saw him in there earlier, but that was before the final round. But as he's speaking, the door opens and he's, speak of the devil, and kind of gestures back towards the door as Maggie comes in, kind of just like clearing the path for the rest. As the rival adventuring party comes in.
Is this
Well,
bar big enough for all of us?
To them sounds like fighting words.
No, I'm legitimately asking.
Literally. Do I see Maggie?
It is hard to miss Maggie.
It is hard not.
I like swing me and my new best friend over, and I'm like, and then I like straighten up. Best friend, hello. And I try to like power pose, hands on hips, taller. Yes, we are. But then I'm drunk, so I fall over.
Maggie just kind of like watches you fall.
Yep. Just
Doesn't reach out to catch, but does reach out a helping hand to help you back up. It's like,
yes, haha, yes.
that first.
And then I go back almost immediately into my power pose. Yep. I'm tall, very, very strong. Yep.
Good work out there.
Yes, I was very victorious. You saw that? I was victorious. Killed the shark.
I was there. Yes, I remember.
I killed the shark. Everyone saw me kill the shark. You were there? You saw me kill a shark, right? You saw me kill a shark.
Irvin is sitting there and he's like, I remember. And he pulls out a dagger and like kind of twirling it between his fingers. He's like, I remember things going.
Child, nobody's talking to you. Hi, Maggie.
Y'all
Hi.
are.
He gets really happy when you say that. He puts the dagger away. like kicks his chair back, like feet up, just
Mikila, my dear, you have a splendid night. Try not to be too rowdy.
That is not the night of a champion. Rowdy is the night of a champion.
Okay, well, stay safe, at least.
Oh, that's also not the night of a champion. Champions are rowdy and are not safe.
Okay. Claire is done. She's done. She goes over to her goblin friend and Maggie, and she gives them both a pat on the shoulder. It was great contesting with you today. I hope to see you guys maybe in the morning.
Maggie nods, very diplomatic. Yes, perhaps we will see each other again in the morning. And
yes.
Ayo is, she kind of nods. She's like, "Yeah, you guys were good competition. I'm not afraid to say it. You really gave us a run for our money. I guess there's always next year, right?" And she kind of like elbows Galsari out a little bit. He does not look amused. He looks very out of place in this bar.
Yeah.
Galsariad, you seem so tense.
Oh God.
He kind of looks over at you and he's like, "Perhaps I am a little tense. What of it?"
Well, if you're too tense, I have ways to relieve that.
Oh God. Claire's leaving.
Word is also
That
going to go
was
with-
so corny. I mean, my God, I loved it. Do it again.
Roll me. Oh God, what do I want to call this?
Oh God.
Charisma.
Yeah, we'll just make it. It'll just be a general charisma.
Roll for thoughtness.
Roll for thought.
The hotness.
So 17.
17 is quite good.
Oh God.
That's pretty good on the thought calendar. It's pretty good on the thought thermometer.
I hesitate to ask what you had in mind.
Oh, Galsariad, dear. I'm gonna just gently put one hand onto his shoulder and lean down and whisper into his ears. I'm offering you a consolation prize, darling.
God.
Oh
My
no.
gosh.
Kinda like-
Spicy.
He hopes not.
He kind of gives like a quick look around the table. Well, since you cheated us out of one consolation prize, perhaps I can be convinced to accept another.
You're still.
And hang
You're
on,
still.
hang on. Okay, so it was a
Oh my
17.
Wisdom save, probably.
Oh,
In
he
all
had
his
a
years.
charisma save against that. It was just like basically opposed charisma.
She doesn't have anything to charisma. This is just her.
Natural in
This
her
is
state.
just her
Dang.
vibe. So you can tell that Gelsariad is picking up what you're laying down. And kind of at the table, Ao is like, oh well, you know, consolation prizes are cool, I guess. And Maggie is just kind of nods and is like, an artificer would probably be able to make an interesting consolation prize.
At this point,
Irvin is like, and Dermot is beet red.
Yeah, Dermot gets it. Growing up
gets
with
it.
goblins, yeah, Dermot gets it.
Granted, Dermot's the youngest in his family, but he gets it. He understands. Everybody else had garbage insight rolls on that. Except for the two on the far side of the table.
The ones who are watching this directly.
The ones watching it front row seat, most direct, full on view. And Irvin's just like,
Bakila's just trying to like.
disappointed.
Bakila's just trying to like be in Maggie's sight, flexing drunkenly though, so it's like odd poses.
Bakila, would you like to roll me a performance check with these
Oof.
flexes and poses?
Oh no, sure I would. That's gonna go well. Performance.
I won't even make you roll at a disadvantage for being drunk.
Oh, that is very kind of you. Let's see how this goes. Oh, son of a bitch. Wait. Can I reroll?
If you would like to spend your reroll
I
on
want to
this,
spend
you
my reroll.
absolutely may.
Yes, I do want to spend my. Yes! Yes!
Much better.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Maggie
Yes.
raises her flagon to you.
Yes!
Huzzah.
Mm.
Huzzah
Yes.
indeed.
I killed a shark. Yes, I mean you knocked me out, but I killed the shark. So that was good, and I did good.
She reaches out and she gives you a pat on the shoulder and
Yes.
you did very well killing
Yes.
that shark. And Irvin's
I did very well killing a shark.
Irvin's like, I killed the shark.
No, I killed the shark. Shut up. Nobody asked you.
Nobody asked you. He is full on petulant teenager mode.
Good. When adults are speaking, nobody asked
Katie.
you.
Yes.
I'm going to leave Galsariad here for the moment. Go up to the counter and get the key for the big room.
Very well.
I was thinking that might be the one I have.
It's the one you're
I
going
think-
to get thrown out of.
Oh, God.
Why don't they
think
have their own room and then
You,
you go take over his room? I don't care though, because I'll sleep on the
You're
floor.
gonna have to put down a little gold to get the royal suite, but
How much?
which is absolutely what it's called.
It's absolutely what it's called.
How much?
Big bed to do big things.
How much?
I'll say it is because a standard single room is like what, 8 silver?
Oh my god, seriously?
Generally, yeah.
So double it. That's 1 gold, 6 silver.
Well,
Oof, we are
that's
not gonna
for a
make
single.
it in
Usually
this
doubles end up being 10 silver, so a gold, and then it's like you go halvesies 5 and 5. For this one, the barkeep looks at you, looks back at Gelsariad, looks at you, and is like, he he takes the key
can
down,
hope.
and he slides it over, kind of like glancing over at Agatha to see she's focused on the flexing competition that is now broken out. Maggie has joined in the flexing a little bit.
Yes, yes. What I've ever yes.
If they're both flexing, so is Corvus.
Corvus just
Perfect. Yes. Yes.
engaging flex protocol. But she's supervising this because she's like, this can go south real fast. There's a lot of alcohol in this room. But he slides the key over to you and
How much?
2 gold.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
just
that's
put that on the counter.
I already gave you 3 goods on the house. That comes out of my paycheck, yeah?
Well, I need a private.
What was that?
I need a private room.
I know. And a private room is going to cost you 2 gold. Unless he kind of starts to slide the key back over.
Mine. Just going to make my way up the stairs. And just as I'm walking down this way, Gelsariad, you'll know where to find me.
Kind of like looks over his shoulder, looks over at Ao, and kind of. It's just been a very tiring day. I think I'm going to retire early. And he stands and leaves, and she's like, "Oh, okay. I'll drink your ale. Bye."
10 out of 10 for thought.
10 out of 10 gaudiness.
But yeah, he will follow you upstairs, and will receive his consolation prize.
Wait a sec. Isn't that the same one that attacked me for no reason?
You were in the way, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
He's the one who you were in the general area of his area of effect spell.
Mm-hmm.
So was Button.
He's
That was good.
literally the
If I remember
only one of the
correctly.
NPCs that I don't like.
I mean,
I-
she didn't say she had a discerning taste. She just said she had a taste.
Yeah.
True.
Clara,
Who I favor, and when I favor them, is complete random and happen chance and chaos.
you know what? We
Welcome
accept
to the
that.
crew.
We
Welcome to
accept
the
that.
crew.
Meant
I
for
will,
chaos.
I will say during that time, Clara is doing 2 things while everyone's downstairs because she's done with the chaos. Too much. There was a soggy scroll that she had found that she
Yes.
will be taking a look at. Yeah.
Yes. Let me get that pulled back up. I'm pretty sure I remember what is on that scroll, just off the top of my head. But to be sure,
Oh, did the ball bearings, when anytime anyone was casting detect magic, do anything? They were what Liliath found, but were they magic in any way?
So, did you ever look inside the bag of holding, just checking to see what was in there when detect magic was up?
We can retcon and say that she did. We can retcon and say that she did.
We can retcon that and say that she did. Yes. These they seem like perfectly round like mud clay beads do register as slightly magical.
Cool. There you go. You got magic beads. I don't know what you'll do with them, but I imagine you'll figure something out.
My mind is on other things right now.
I imagine that they
Sure
are.
it is.
All right. And Clara, you were going to try to read the scroll, correct?
Si, señora.
As you get it unrolled, the parchment is soggy, but it does not seem to impact the ink in any way.
Nice.
However, you are unable to read this spell scroll.
Oh.
It is a spell that is not on your spell list, so you cannot read it.
That's weird, because clerics have pretty much all spells.
Clerics have a lot of spells, yeah. But this one.
There's nothing.
This just means it's an arcane caster spell. It's nothing. Yeah.
Well, the next thing she will do is pray for. We'll just pray, but ask for guidance on what the fuck he touched today.
Oh yeah, we were meant to talk about that, but
I guess we'll talk about it in the morning.
We're gonna have to. I mean, by the time y'all got there, Bakila was already so messed
We
up.
won an award. We did a competition. It was a long day. I deserve things.
That's
you guys
true.
got your things. I deserve
won the
things.
competition.
Yes.
You lost the battle earlier in the day, but you won the war.
Right. I've won a shark.
Irvin, who not only ate more pies than you, but also got the final blow on the shark. You're running roughshod all over him here in the bar.
This is also part of the fun. We all have to have our fun when we can get it.
He is.
Look at Liliath as
he
an
is
example.
nursing an ale very deeply.
Yes, petulant child. Be petulant.
Agatha's kind of like, "Are you old enough to be drinking?" And he's like, "This isn't my first lifetime. Leave me alone."
Oh.
Do you know how old I am in not human years? Just leave me alone.
Just leave me alone. I'm so cool. Leave me alone.
When I hear that, I reach over and I fluff his hair, and I'm just like, "Oh, so cute." One day you will also have fluff on other places, and then I just go back to I go back to like doing like a full on like power pose. Like I wish that I had a camera so that you could see me do both like the strong man at like both WrestleMania, all full of the Rock WrestleMania poses. Back turned to Irvin now, while I'm talking to my new best friend and my old best friend, and obviously Maggie, because she's the best. So
Irvin like looks over at Dermot and is like, "Just like my cousins."
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that Irvin's gonna stab me in the back, and you know what? I deserve it, and it's fine.
Hey, Dermot. I want to apologize again. Like, I thought that you were gonna be coming in hot and attacking us because, like, I knew that the amulet was on the shark, but I didn't know Bakila had already gotten it off of the shark before you saw her. So I just assumed that y'all were gonna come in, like, trying to attack so you could win. And I'm really sorry about that. Your friend really gave me some bad vibes after the riddle competition earlier, and it just,
Oh, you mean he kind of points upstairs.
Oh yeah, that's exactly who I mean.
Starts blushing pretty brightly again. He's kind of like glances around and like leans over. He's just really conceited, you know.
Yeah, that's the problem that I have with him. Like, it feels like he's looking down on everyone around him, and that just makes me really angry.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to say that it's a drow thing, because like, I've met lots of perfectly fine drow, you know, but he's
Dude.
like, he's just really.
That being said,
you
I
know?
also spent 20 years in the academy, and like it was awful. Grew up
Oh,
nine, or including me, there were 9 of us, and like oh my god, like going into the academy after that, it was like, yeah, all of my family were dicks for the most part, but like the people at the academy, they were conceited dicks, and I hated them way more.
you know, I'm not gonna argue with you there. I mean, where do you think he gets it from, you know?
Yeah.
But just between you and me, and he leans in and starts speaking to you in Goblin, so it can be just between the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
Gelsariad's a late bloomer.
Oh yeah.
He's like 250. He's only just starting to study magic.
Oh, for real?
It's all a show.
Oh, so
Don't
in
tell anyone
actuality, he's really. That's actually kind of cute. He's actually really like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Insecure, but he's putting on a big act for everyone. That's adorable.
Huge act.
Wow.
You should see how carefully he copies everything into his spellbook. It's insane.
I don't know why you would copy it carefully. It still works the same.
Right? I mean, like, I've scribed a couple of scrolls in my day, you know, just real simple things, you know, mostly just to, you know, to earn the badge on my sash, you know. But I mean, works the same. But he's so meticulous. It's like he thinks he's gonna be judged by somebody. And I mean, I've met a couple of other wizards, you know, like you and you know, some of the other folks here in town, and they pretty much all just do whatever. Like, every spell book is different. It's really interesting. It's a really nice expression of you know, the nature of magic. It's gorgeous, but he's
let me just tell you this. It has a lot to do with what we can manage to study and how much money we have. Because I guarantee all of the rich people at the top have every spell that they can possibly ever imagine inside their spell book. Like, I guarantee it.
Well, you know, especially at the conservatory. I mean, the
yeah,
library's full of them.
True. Oh, I miss the libraries. They were good places.
I like libraries almost as much as I like gardens. You like gardening?
I've never gardened.
Never?
But it looks pretty.
I mean, I mostly grow like herbs and vegetables and stuff.
Oh. Okay. Growing your own food. That's very practical. I like that.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
you know, gotta support Ayo. She's gonna join the big leagues someday. You know, I mean, we came in second place to you, so that kind of proves it. You know, she's going places. I'm really proud of her.
Yeah, I mean, let's all go places.
he picks up his flagon of ale, which is very large, next to a goblin.
Yeah.
He raises it to go in places.
Sorry, my friend here drank mine. I don't have one.
Oh well, it's the thought that counts. Here, and he pours some into your
All right,
flagon.
cool. And yeah, I'll
Yeah.
hit cups with him. Well, hey, no hard feelings.
I think I can learn to get over them.
All right,
wing.
cool.
So, the party spends their evening enjoying themselves, drinking heavily, patching things up with these rival adventurers.
Definitely not heavily for me, just like enough to make it seem like I'm being social and make it seem like I'm drinking, but like not enough to get me any further than buzzed.
You take a swig, but you let the entire thing backwash into the cup. Yeah, I get you.
Gross. I would
It's
I
just
probably.
wouldn't say that. No, I just like I look like I'm taking swigs, but I'm actually just letting tiny bits in, so I'm taking sips.
You get one of those minor illusioned waters.
Mmm. Yeah.
Which Bakila, your new best friend, no idea that he's been drinking minor illusioned water this whole time. It's frothy and it's cold and it's crisp, and he, as far as he's concerned, he is still just getting blasted. He is enjoying the evening with his new best friend, flexing. His wings have by now dissipated. They kind of just like faded away and scattered into ash, but he is still flexing and like working back muscles that you think probably had something to do with wings, but there's no wings now. Maggie again is, kind of joining in a little bit. Some people are, hooting and hollering at all of these flexing people. It is an evening of celebration and triumph.
Yay!
But that is where we will leave off for tonight. As deep in the library in the temple, Elder Ushru is researching to see if he can figure out what exactly is going on with this other pendant that burned Thorid awake.
That I'm about to be attuned to
And that
after I
you are
wake
about
up.
to be attuned to at the end of the hour. Do you stay down in the bar, or do you then head up to your room as you come to the end of that hour?
Yeah, I think after having that conversation with Dermot, which is like the main reason they weren't already in the room, that's when they head up and just like, all right, well, I'm gonna go catch some Z's. I'll catch y'all later. It was nice seeing you again. Sorry again about all of that, but I'm getting pretty tired. I'm slow. I'm literally saying this as I'm walking up
as
the
you're
stairs.
walking away, yeah.
Yeah. So, just like have a good night. I hope that you can find a nice place to rest. I'll catch you later. And then I go in.
As you head into your room, you can tell that you have attuned this item. It feels warm and comforting. And it will be in your inventory for you to examine next week. But having successfully emerged from the cavern, you all get a level up.
Wow. Cool.
So everybody, please be leveled up to level 4 for next week. and we'll catch you later.
Yay!
Bye.
Goodbye, y'all.
Bye bye.
Bye.